downing of the A-50 airborne early warning aircraft over the Sea of Azov is not just about the first case in history, or about a highly professional and extremely risky operation when it was necessary to act not just in the frontline zone, but just a few kilometers from the front line. It's also about destroying the myth of the unique capabilities of the Russian A-50 aircraft. The thing is, the main tool of the aircraft, the Shmel radar system, was credited with unique capabilities in the Russian Federation. We're talking about a detection range for a fighter-type target of 400 kilometers, and at a significant altitude, even 600 kilometers. They also claimed in the Russian Federation that ground targets could be detected within a 300-kilometer radius. And all this is for the Soviet A-50. And the capabilities of the modernized A-50U were described as even more incredible. These specifications were actively passed from source to source, although on the official website of the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation, everything is quite prosaic. The detection range for fighters with an effective radar cross-section of 3 square meters is 220 to 240 kilometers. But these figures can be questioned due to the omission of such an important parameter as the target's altitude. Also, all parameters related to 400 kilometers can be questioned. If the A-50 had such characteristics, then Russian forces would only need to keep 3 planes at a much greater distance from the front to fully monitor most of Ukraine's territory. For example, one over the temporarily occupied territory of Crimea, the second over Kursk, and the third near the border in the airspace of Belarus. Considering that the A-50 was shot down near the coastline of the Sea of Azov, a range of 240 kilometers seems more likely. This data also destroys the myth that the aircraft can guide missiles from the S-400 air defense system at a range of 380 kilometers. To do this, it would have to detect the target at such a distance, transmit its data to the air defense system, which would then launch a 40N6 missile toward the target area, and there the missile would have to find the target with its own radar seeker. This story circulated in the Russian Federation as Ukraine advanced in acquiring F-16s. They say that this combination will supposedly neutralize the threat. Russia will likely soon forget this, especially considering that the range of the AIM-120D air-to-air missile is set at 180 kilometers, and its export version, the AIM-120C8 AMRAAM, also reaches 160 kilometers, the same as the Patriot with PAC-3 missiles. As for financial losses, according to Forbes, the cost of the basic version of the A-50 is $330 million, and the modernized version is about $500 million. This is the most expensive loss for the Russian Federation after the cruiser Moskva, which cost $750 million.